Picked up this all power 3250 watt generator for free. Looks like a decent generator. I don't think it's been used much. I think it's been mostly in storage. But when I first got it, fires up on one pull. However, it was not getting any power here to either of these sockets. I took the back panel off just to check what was behind there, but then I moved my way to the back side here to the generator part. I'm not sure what the name of it is, but never worked on generators before, so I'm not really sure. I know this is an AVR, and I thought it was maybe this, so I bought a new one of those and just plugged it in, and basically same, there was no power coming out of the front. So then I did a little troubleshooting. This I want to check if power is coming out from the brushes here, and this is the brush right here, and these two ends of the AVR plug in. So what I did, I got my voltmeter here, and while it was still, generator was still running, I connected the voltmeter, the positive negative while it was still running, to these two prongs sticking out here, negative and positive. And I set my voltmeter to AC volts, and lo and behold, when it was running, I was getting 0 volts. So then, while this was still on here, I decided to pull this off and have a look at it. And sure enough, this brush just blew out. I don't know if that's the proper term, but I'm hoping that's 100% the reason it's not working, because the other brush wasn't making contact inside there. So I actually found some on Amazon, and they're relatively cheap. You can pick up 2 for like $8. They come in a set of 2, and they all appear to be universal. I'm going to replace that and let you know and see if that works, but I'll show you the steps how to put the new brush in. Okay, you got the new brushes hot off the Amazon truck. Came with a set of 2. They're like $8-9, so pretty reasonably priced actually, and they seem to be all pretty universal. You can see the side-by-side comparison. The old one is on the right and the new one is on the left, pretty much identical. And gonna put it in and see how it goes, see if that solves my issue. Here you can clearly see how a new brush is supposed to look on the right side. The old one you see on the left side completely melted and blew out. That's unbelievable. Didn't know something like that could happen, but apparently it does. So we're gonna put the new one in. See the brushes move up and down as well. Obviously the old one's completely melted and doesn't work. So we're gonna put the new one in and see how it goes. Pretty much it's just one bolt or one screw, and then see how it goes. We have our new brush here. It basically just slides in. I put the new screw right there, and just have to, I gotta get it in place still, but basically there's a little peg here. See this little peg? And then you got your screw right here. So basically I'm gonna put it in there a little bit better, get it on there, and then screw it back in, and then plug the connections back in. Okay, got it in. This is the old one again, but I just want to explain something to you. You kind of have to compress these as you put it in. You got to kind of compress them because there's a little cylinder in there. I don't know what it's called, but these magnetic brushes ride on that cylinder, so you got to kind of compress them to get them on the cylinder, so you can pop it in place. But you can see there's that, and I'm going to connect the left side here. I'm going to connect the AVR back up. The left side here was the positive. They just slide right back in, just like that. And the right side was the negative. It was clearly marked on the new brush set right there. So that's basically it. I'm just going to leave these dangling here for right now, just to see if we have power to the front. Okay, going to start it up and check it out. I have a drill and a light connected here just to see if that will solve my issue, but should start on one pull, maybe two. Surprised that didn't solve my issue. What next? Okay, so I found the issue. Actually, it was both the AVR and the brushes. I plugged in the new AVR, and as you saw in the video a minute ago, that the light went on and the drill was working fine. So maybe with the brushes blowing, you know, the AVR blew as well. So amazing. So in this AVR too, they seem pretty basic and basically similar. I just found one that was identical with the amount of wires. This coloring's the same, white and red. And then we had 2 blue and 2 white, same 2 blue, 2 white, and it's pretty much identical. It was just a generic one, again, found it on Amazon. There's also some kilowatts. 2 kilowatts was the original one, you can see 2 kilowatts, and I believe this one was 2.7. It's kind of upside down, or 2.5 or 2.8 or something like that. So looks like we had 2 issues with it. We had the brushes that went out bad, and the AVR went out too. So got it all fixed up. And again, this is a all power 3250 watt generator, and actually got it for free. And that's it, all fixed up. Now we're ready for the power outages. It's real easy to put back together. This just had a grate on it. Just had to shove the wires back in, put the grate on it. There was 2 little screws here. 2 little screws, that's it. I took this panel off and everything pretty much unbolts the same thing. So real simple to put back together. Make a recap again, had this generator here and found out the brushes were bad. As you can see, it's completely melted. Put the new brush in and thought that was the only issue because it's completely melted, but it turns out that wasn't the only issue. The AVR must have blown as well, in conjunction with the brushes too. Luckily I had ordered AVR just in case, and plugged the new AVR in. This is the old one. Plugged the new one in, put the new brushes in, and it worked just fine. had power to lights and a drill. Just wanted to run a couple tests. And again, this was all relatively cheap. Got the generator for free. And 2 sets of brushes were like $8-9 on Amazon. And I believe the AVR was $15. And pretty much these are all universal pieces. I just matched the colors to my old AVR to the new one, or the colored wires, to make sure that, you know, they were the same and everything looked the same. Same with the brushes. These are all pretty universal. So, you know, if you have a generator out there that's not working, you know, check these things before you get rid of it, because it could be, you know, a simple less than $20 fix. And, you know, there you go, you got your generator back and running.